Good morning, everybody. Fiona here from Bounce Back Pilates and Body Therapy. Today I want to give you a few very quick hints and tips of little changes or little things that you can add to your day that will ease the effects of stress. Stress is, without a doubt, a killer. It is insidious. It has nasty effects on our body, and we can take measures and small precautions every day just to guard against the very worst effects of stress. My number one go-to is breathe. Breathe deeply. We underestimate the importance of our breath. When we're stressed, we tend to breathe fast, and we breathe shallow, and we breathe through our mouth. It is critically important that you breathe through your nose and that you take deep breaths. I advise my clients to set aside, to start with 1 minute an hour, and put your cell phone on a stopwatch and breathe in deeply through your nose and exhale through your mouth or through your nose. You want to inhale to the count of 5 and then exhale to the count of 6. When you're stressed and anxious, the exhalation should always be longer than your inhalation. If you can count to doing about 6 of those in the space of a minute, you will start noticing a remarkable effect and change on your stress levels. You know, at the end of the day, it's not so much the stress that is the bad thing. It's the way we react to it. We become hysterical, we become angry. If we can change the way we react to our stress, we can do a lot to diminish the effects of the stress in our systems. So number 1, breathe deeply. Build up to 5 minutes, and then do that during the course of the day when you find yourself getting stressed. Another lovely tip that I got from the Heart Math Institute is that when a stressful situation occurs, physically put your hand on your heart and think and feel with your heart. Instead of focusing on that negative situation, immediately take your mind to something positive, something that makes your heart sing, that makes you happy, or a happy memory. It doesn't matter what the situation is that you're in. Try to do that. And researchers actually found that doing that reduces our cortisol levels. And cortisol is the hormone which, although it's critically important in our system, we don't want an excess of it. And with our lifestyles today, we have excesses of cortisol in our bodies. The third tip that I strongly suggest to my clients is to have an Epsom salt bath at night. I know with our water shortages, we don't all bath a lot, we tend to have showers, but even just putting your feet into a tub with a cup or so of Epsom salts, which you can buy at the pharmacy, you can buy at Spa in the baking section, helps to draw out the toxins in our body, and it helps you to sleep a lot deeper. Really is a worthwhile tip to do. And if you've gone for a run, or you're feeling stiff, or you've had a Bowen therapy session or a reflexology session and you need to detoxify a little bit further, then having an Epsom salt bath or foot soak really works wonders. The next point, which I cannot stress enough, is stretching. Stretching is so important. I have done a video on 1 or 2 stretches. There will be more to follow, but stretching your hip flexors, your hamstrings, stretching your chest really goes a long way just to getting more oxygen in. And also, one thing you need to remember is our emotions and our thoughts are expressed as pain in our body. So very often when you are tight, when you are stiff, aside from it being from exercise and lack of movement, it can also be as a result of stressed emotions and thoughts. So stretch. The next point that I swear by is grounding yourself. We need to take our shoes off and stand in our gardens on a patch of grass or in the sand, even better, barefoot, without our shoes on, without socks, just barefoot, and breathe in and ground and visualize roots moving from your feet, from the soles of your feet into Mother Earth. It sounds airy-fairy. Trust me, it's not. Whenever I hit a stressful situation, I'm feeling discombobulated, the first thing I do when I'm at home is I go and I stand barefoot on my grass, close my eyes, and then I practice my deep breathing. It is amazing how it energizes me, grounds me, and dissipates the feeling of stress, and then I can deal with that situation with a lot more clarity of thought and emotions. There is a movie on YouTube, which I will send the link. It's called the Earthing Movie. It is absolutely fascinating, the science behind standing barefoot in the garden. Get your kids out into those gardens every day, barefoot, and join them as well. The health benefits are absolutely incredible. Obviously, drink your water. That is very, very important. We need our water just like we need our breath, but not too much water. 4 or 5 liters a day is not going to cut it. 2 is enough, unless you are an incredible athlete. But again, you don't want to wash all the electrolytes out of your system. So drink your water. The last point which I would like to show you, and I'm not going to haul my own feet up here. I'm not that dexterous. This is one of my reflexology feet. And if you look under the ball of your foot, right where you go into the ball of the foot before you go to the arch, you know, there's 2 little arch curves there. That point is where in reflexology your solar plexus reflex sits. It is also the kidney 1 point in Chinese medicine and acupressure. And when you stimulate that point, it relieves a tremendous amount of anxiety. As we know, when we feel anxious, we get a tightening in our chest. So if you can take your thumb and stimulate that point for a minute or 2 on both feet while breathing deeply, you will be amazed at the incredible release of stress and anxiety that you experience. So those are very basic. Grounding yourself, standing barefoot outside, breathing, taking an Epsom salt bath at night, ensuring you get adequate intake of water, work on your kidney 1 point, stretch, and exercise. Don't negate the power of Pilates, of reflexology and Bowen. A session can do you the world of good. So I hope you apply a few of these and experience beautiful benefits of some very, very, very simple and doable tips. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers for now.